committee announcements? Any other committee announcements? I take it as a no. Do we have an agenda?
You have an agenda.
Oh, okay. Well, I think our first would be, and this is one that I'm sure a lot of you are going to be excited about, but we are going to elect the media group members. So, we don't know how, so.
We take a vote.
So, could we maybe do nominations?
You guys are going to do what? You're going to elect the media committee?
Yeah.
Turn it over to Fun.
You got to figure out the process. I'm going to nominate this brother.
About trash, could it wait until personal announcements, or is it like urgent? Alright, I think we consensus upon it the other night, and I guess if anyone has any ideas about how to elect the media, we could. Yeah, let's get on stack.
Wait. You forgot to do.
Oh.
We forgot to elect stack keepers and come in and take.
Okay.
Do this.
Impromptu
This is not a time for fucking stack. I'll take stack. Let me know if you want to talk.
Sure.
Okay, I'm with the media committee. And basically I came in here to do video, and I came in here to do media stuff and work with other media people. And so now this group is going to make a vote, if I can clarify, that they're going to vote to say who can do their skill set in a protest. So anyway, media committee really no longer exists. Let me tell you why. Because media committee is doing so much as individual people now, because we know who to talk to get the stuff done. And basically, the GA has been bashing the media committee. Let me ask this question: the art committee. Who's here with the art committee? Did we ever go to GA and talk about exactly what we were going to put on the protest signs that get protested and marched around the streets? No. So did we ever talk about what the other arts or musicians that are writing songs, what they are doing? No. Each and every person in this Occupy movement has a skill set. Why are we knocking the people that can do a skill set? They know how to do it. So how many people here can do what I do? Let me see. Media committee, media committee.
Point of clarification behind you.
Point of process?
Oh, point of process? So, anyway, and if we leave, then you don't have it. That's all I'm saying. So, vote away. That's all I'm saying. Vote away, and people will continue to do what they're going to do regardless of this vote or not. It's irrelevant. It's pointless.
We have a point of process?
Don't waste your time. Let's work on something like homelessness in San Diego.
The point of the thank you. The point of the process that was passed by consensus wasn't to elect media members. It was to make sure that the people that have the passwords that control those things, the official Occupy pages, are people that are going through the GA and answerable to the GA. Because we've had many problems. It's not that we want to elect or keep you out, let's say for example. So let's make sure that we keep on track about what exactly it means. We're not trying to keep people out of media. Actually, it was passed so that we can include more people in media, because the people that are controlling the passwords are keeping people out of media. And that's what wasn't working.
Hey, I do not have access to a computer. I do not have access to some of the information you guys have.
Alien, are you on stack?
I'm just saying. The media.
Okay, people,
You're on stack, right there.
yes, you're on. Come up here. Step right up.
Alien.
All I want to say is that before we jump to voting for people right now, I think we first need to
a code of what the media team does. You know, who brings stuff to GA? Where does the GA bring stuff to them that they need posted? How do different committees interact? You know, if we just vote people on right now without having a framework, the same thing is going to happen again. It's going to be completely disorganized. So I'm not against this, but I think we're kind of rushing it in saying, you know, or voting people on right now. We need a framework, and then we need a process that we all agree on for electing, for, you know, appointing people, and that's it.
We have a point of clarity.
So just a point of clarity, about 2 weeks ago, we had this an agreement that if we do something like this, that you guys, as media, we're gonna work on some kind of code of ethics. How far along is that code of ethics going along so far in reference to media? Would you like to answer that question for me? Anybody for media?
Someone from media, hey.
I'm talking about, is the code of ethics in place or is it not in place? When is it going to be in place and how?
Kiss my white American ass.
Point of information.
There was a really nice code of ethics that was created and compiled by Ciara. However, I don't know that media has met because all of the old media people have not been coming anymore. And so I don't think that she was able to find a media committee necessarily, or maybe she didn't come. So that's where the code of ethics is the only one that I know of.
So point of clarity? Or, yeah.
So if this is the case, are we going, if the media goes back together or some point, before we do this vote, electing a media group member, when are we gonna go about in placing the code of ethics? Is that going to happen or not going to happen whatsoever? When is it going to happen?
As soon as we get in touch with Ciara to finish it. Don't stack. Next on stack.
Point of information.
No, you're already at there.
So since most of the media is already, I guess, has media dropped out? Has most of the media dropped out? Okay. Can we just have volunteers go to media committee to work on this code of ethics?
Yes.
I agree.
Can I make that a proposal?
Yes.
Okay, my proposal is that anyone who wants to work on this code of ethics, go to media committee meetings, which are what? 5:30 every day?
They were Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but I don't know now.
Okay, yeah. So since as media meeting committees?
We'll meet tomorrow.
Okay, so tomorrow 5:30, anyone who wants to go work on the code of ethics for media can just go to the committee meeting. Okay, so we have Ciara's code of ethics. So that was just my suggestion. Are we going to make it a proposal that we... Can I make a proposal that we don't vote now, and anyone who wants to work on it,
On the table.
yeah, anyone who wants to work on it, just go tomorrow, so we don't need to vote on the media team members right now. That's my proposal.
Table.
So, should we have a vote on that proposal?
Hey, let's let everybody get on stack, get a chance to speak their mind.
It's just,
While they're on the topic, it'd be nice.
We can do a proposal just whenever she has one.
what? Oh, I have a point of process.
Yeah, the stack's got to go through. I think the stack should run through before we...
If it's just, he says if there's just a call of volunteers that there's no need for a consensus on it.
Hey, I'm saying that we should let stack go through before we even put a vote on it.
Where?
We have stack right here, isn't it? I know you're on.
I'm pretty sure that the proposal stated that the people who were to be voted on were going to be chosen from the media committee, because if we just pick anybody, like if you picked me to be a web editor, I don't know anything about web editing, and I'm not going to do it, so then you don't have a web editor. So it absolutely has to come from the media committee. So the media committee needs to meet, they need to discuss a code of ethics, they need to nominate with people within their own committee, and then we can like approve their nominations in GA. I believe that was what the proposal actually stated.
What information do you want?
What if they don't show up? Process.
Wait.
What?
Yeah, I'm Shirok. Media committee, they have been getting donations in for the past 4 or 5 weeks. Computers that have been coming up missing. If they're not missing, we have media that's hoarding them. And there needs to be accountability on equipment. So media does really need to get their act together. These are not cheap equipment being donated.
Yeah.
Hey, we got a stack.
So,
Some people actually want to talk on this?
Yeah, okay, well, I'm gonna let Stack go. So, if you want to talk and your point is not a actual point of information, please get on Stack, because otherwise you're cutting in line, so. Is your point an actual point of information?
Yes.
Alright.
Effectively, there is no media committee. I have no idea when it last met, but I think it's been a long time. So there's nobody to send that to.
Well, that's why we're doing a call for volunteers. Go tomorrow. Is it a real point of process?
From my understanding, what we consensused on in GA was that GA would also be nominating people. So we're going to have both nominations from Media Committee and nominations from GA. So that was my understanding of the proposal.
Well, I hear a lot of confusions over the proposal. Do we have like a copy of the actual proposal that was passed that we could read? Oh, point of clarity.
I believe the proposal, when it was brought to consensus, was that it could be volunteers or people that have been nominated. It didn't specify if it was people that were nominated by the media committee or by the GA. It was just people that are nominated. We don't really have a process for this yet. So.
Cheryl, is that correct?
This guy's next. Yeah, I mean, as far as I know.
He has been on Stack.
And I think this is for the password holder.
Alright, do you want to talk?
The next thing is about passwords. The next agenda.
No, we got that guy and him and then her.
Yeah,
and then he already saw it.
Point of process.
Is it a real one?
Yeah. How the hell did we start talking about this?
I don't know.
No, seriously, how did we start talking about this? Because it wasn't on anything, like it just came up. Like, it wasn't the agenda because I was...
Okay.
Yes, it was an agenda item. So.
Okay.
Yeah.